All righty, so welcome everybody. So this is our Human Anatomy and Physiology Society Awards and Scholarships that we will have available for the 2022 cycle. It feels a little surreal to be saying that, the 2022 cycle, but here we go. So I'm Chastity O'Malley. I am the chair of the Awards and Scholarships Committee. I'm an associate professor at Nova Southeastern University in sunny South Florida, where you will all be coming hopefully for our annual conference this year. I can't help but put a plug in for it. So there it is. And with that, I'm going to go through all of the awards that we have available, a little bit of information about them, some just general details, and then there'll be time for questions at the end. This will definitely not take the full hour that we have allotted, but definitely wanted to share the information so we can get it out there for everyone. All right, so the awards are available to current HAPS members. If you're not currently a member, you can become a member before you apply for the awards, and that membership does last for a full year. There are many, many perks to being a member, so just keep that in mind. Members can apply for multiple awards within the same year, but you can only win one award in that year. So if you see there are 2 or 3 awards that you want to apply for, go ahead and apply for all of them if you'd like to, but know that you would only be able to get one of them. So if we score you high on 3 of them, we'll pick the most appropriate one to make sure that you only get one award for that year. The applications, most of them require a letter of reference from either a colleague or a supervisor that is familiar with the applicant. The letters will be then submitted with your application. So that's something important to know as you're going to fill in your application, that you should ask for that letter ahead of time so that you can get that. And I say most of them. We'll go through each one and I'll tell you which ones do require and which ones don't as we go through. And then the deadline for all of the applications and the supporting materials is January 14th of 2022. Okay, so the first one that we'll go through is the AdInstrument Sam Drogo Technology in the Classroom Award. And so this award encourages the innovative use of technology to engage undergraduates in human anatomy and physiology. So it's important that you're using technology in the classroom to enhance your teaching, to involve your students in getting sort of outside the box thinking and not just like your standard traditional didactic lectures. You're really trying to do something innovative. The award is for $1,500 to attend the HAPS Annual Conference. The award recipients are encouraged to present a workshop that features that technology that will be included in the application. And this award is sponsored by AdInstruments, but you don't have to use AdInstruments equipment or software in order to apply. So $1,500 for this one, and it's for mainly using technology and trying to be innovative with that technology. The next one that we have is the Gail Jenkins Teaching and Mentoring Award. So this award is for a HAPS member who demonstrates the use of engaging learning activities to help students truly understand and retain the more difficult anatomy and physiology concepts with kinesthetic and active learning strategies using inexpensive everyday props. The award also recognizes those willing to mentor other instructors to also incorporate that active learning to benefit more students. So while the last one focused on using technology, this is just using active learning. So trying to really get your students engaged and involved in the classroom, but you don't have to use technology for this one. This is just trying to think outside the box. This is maybe using your think, pair, share methods, or just trying to think of other ways to do some active learning within the classroom. The award is $1,000. It is provided by Wiley, and also it includes registration that is waived for the HAPS Annual Conference. And for this award, you are required to present a workshop at the annual conference. All right. The next one that we have is the John Martin Second Timer Award. So it's sort of in the name itself, it is the Second Timer Award. So it's the award for a HAPS member who has attended only one previous HAPS annual conference, and you're in need of financial assistance to attend this next year's annual conference as a second timer. The award itself is $500 to use towards attending the HAPS annual conference. And the applicants may be full-time or contingent college university faculty or full-time high school faculty currently teaching anatomy and physiology. And with this award, you're required to present either a poster or a workshop at the annual conference. All right, so this one is for our second timers. If you've been to a HAPS before, you want to come to the HAPS this time, but maybe you need a little assistance. This is the award for you if it's your second annual conference. Okay, so it has to be an annual as well. All right, this moves us then to the HAPS Conference Travel Awards. So these recipients are the HAPS members that are in good standing. You have to be teaching anatomy and physiology or either, so anatomy and or physiology, and you would keep doing that. So someone who's teaching anatomy and still wants to continue teaching anatomy and physiology. This award, it's very important to note, it's open to faculty, it's open to students, and it's open to postdocs. And the faculty can be full-time faculty or they can be contingent faculty. So this is sort of the more broad umbrella award that we have that's out there for, I don't want to say anyone to apply, but it seems like pretty much anyone, if you are teaching anatomy and physiology or a student or postdoc studying anatomy and physiology, this would be the award that you can apply for. The payment of the registration for the annual conference is included, and also $400, and it would be awarded at the general membership meeting that's at the conference. And then you are also required to present a workshop or a poster. And now we get the drum roll. Okay, I'm not very good at that. We have a new award this year. So we have a very exciting new award to talk about. And it's centered around diversity, equity, and inclusion. So this is the Marib, Hohen, and Hayes Award for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. As you know, HAPS is committed to advancing diversity, equity, and inclusion. And to help support this commitment that we have, Pearson Education is sponsoring a new award, and it's going to help to advance the career and professional development of our underrepresented racial groups in our field. The award is available for 2 individuals to receive $5,000. You heard that right, $5,000, and a waived registration fee for the HAPS annual conference in May 2022. The award is open to instructors and to students, and it's from minority groups traditionally underrepresented in HAPS professions. And so this can include LGBTQ, this can include racial, ethnic, disabilities, etc. So if you are an underrepresented person from a minority group, this is the award for you, and it can be for faculty or students. And then, of course, attendance at the 2022 annual conference is required. So this is a big one. It's $5,000 cash. And what a great also commitment for diversity, equity, and inclusion to be able to help underrepresented populations. Okay, so how do you apply? So there is a website. We have our awards available on our website. You put in your information. Make sure you have your letters of reference for the ones that require it. And then you would submit by the deadline, which is January 14th, 2022. And now I am remembering I did not mention which awards do not require letters. The last award, this Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award, does not require a letter of reference. All of the other awards do, though. Okay, so just to kind of make that delineation there, this award, in order to keep it open and less barriers for applying, the Pearson group has decided not to ask for letters of recommendation, and we support that through HAPS as well. So we have left this one open to try to help anyone that's involved in helping with diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts or has been affected by being in a minority group themselves to be able to apply. All right, so there's the website, fill in your information, get your letters, do it by the deadline. Don't be late. Don't do it like at 11:59 p.m. on January 14th. I know most of the applications do tend to come in a little late, but try to get them a little earlier. And then we have questions. So definitely not the long time that I had thought it might be, but does anyone have any questions? I see Tom physically raised his hand.
One thing I'm curious about is the new award for diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm curious in the description, it states underrepresented racial groups, but then you stated other types of diversity groups. And I'm kind of curious if you can
I
clarify
believe
which is which.
I believe that racial piece was a typo that was carried over from where we had clarified with the group that they want it to be open to all underrepresented groups. Yes, thank you for that clarifying question. Very important. It's for all underrepresented minority groups. And did I see another hand up? It's hard to see. I only see a couple people at a time.
I wanted to ask, it's 2 spots, $5,000 each.
Yes.
Okay.
So 10,000 total and 5,000 per award. All right, I'm going to stop sharing so I can see faces. Are there any other questions? If there aren't, we can wrap this up and we will definitely save this recording and put it out there for everyone. All right, I will stop this recording then.